Alright. Here we are.
Unfortunately.
It's fucking June.
It is fucking June. It is June 10th, which is my little brother's birthday. Happy birthday.
Hell yeah.
Birthday
Jazz.
to your little brother.
He's hanging out with my sister at her house, so I don't have to worry about him coming in or recording for fucking once.
This has been a wild 2
important
weeks.
important fucking life update. I'm looking at my desktop as we're recording this, and since the last record, I've upgraded my computer to Windows 10.
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm looking at my desktop icons, and I just saw that the original Viva Pinata is just a blank application, meaning I think it's finally obsolete and it won't run on a Windows 10 computer. Rest in fucking peace, original Viva Pinata.
That's
I had the
funny.
big box PC copy of that game because I found it in a mall.
How long have you had it then?
Long enough. It ran on my Windows Vista.
Jeez.
Fucking amazing.
It ran on Windows 7, and 10 apparently was the limit. Goodbye.
Apparently.
Goodbye, my friend.
Good night, sweet prince.
Good night, sweet prince.
Alright.
We will always remember them.
So, we missed last week because of all the commotion. We were trying to figure out if we wanted to say anything. We ended up not. We had a plan to do stuff. I, however, have been really sick for the last month. That's all I have to say on that. Everyone else has just been kind of busy with life.
I've been brain dead staring at Twitter.
Turns out there's a lot. Yeah, apparently we're. It turns out when a bunch of shit's going on in the world, you gotta get a little busy.
Yeah.
A little sidetracked from the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, first it was the fucking plague, and now there's the riots. And I just happened to get really, really fucking sick in the middle of it.
Well, it's the Rona.
What disaster will Moses plague us with next?
Wins the locusts.
I mean, if I get a bunch of fucking bugs in my house, I'm just gonna ascend and kill God.
I've seen 3 spiders in the past week,
Spiders
so like
don't
it's
count.
happening.
Spiders are friends.
They could be. They could be. They're pretty big.
Spiders
I got
are
pretty
friends.
big ones.
Wait, you're in Oregon. I don't know what fucking spiders are in Oregon. I was gonna say, we have
They're
a lot of
smallish.
we have wolf spiders in Texas.
That's
Big
why I don't want to move
motherfuckers.
anywhere. That's where I don't want to move anywhere fucking else in this country because
more
Oregon
spiders.
Yes, like my friend was like I went to move in with I went to move to like Colorado, and I lasted like a week because I woke up one morning and there was a wolf spider on my arm, and then I moved home.
I know one of my first encounters with like a wolf spider is I was a camp counselor and still am occasionally a camp counselor, but we did this camp out in the middle of fucking nowhere, Texas, and one of the girls that I was wrangling was in the shower, and I was like, okay, we'll wait for, like, her name was like Kiersey or something, some really fucking weird name. We'll wait for her to finish, and then we can go. And suddenly I hear this blood-curdling scream. I thought someone had murdered this girl. I walk in. She has climbed, like, on the partition between the showers, butt-ass naked, and is just pointing. Like, no words are coming out. She's just pointing at a corner of the shower where this wolf spider has nestled into.
How big is a wolf spider?
Pretty big. It's like the size of your hand.
No, give.
Okay.
And they're also really poisonous or venomous. They're really venomous.
If we move somewhere, it's gonna be in the frigid fucking north.
Like the frigid north doesn't have monsters?
No bugs.
I'd rather
No,
tangle
it does,
with a wolf.
but they're
than a
not wolf
spider.
spiders. They're
that
not
means
wolf
they're
spiders.
in your house.
I don't want fucking bugs. I don't want to be in the middle of this country. I want to be on a coast.
What about Arizona? The Australia of America.
I don't want cars zooming by me.
That Arizona is a different reason. I don't want to melt. I don't want to turn into a puddle.
I like it when it's hot.
Because we decided to build in a place to spite God with our hubris.
The Death Valley is also pretty hot.
I just want to be on the coast.
California, baby, also insanely
Too
hot.
expensive.
That's
Too
fair.
expensive. That's why we gotta live in Oregon,
Oregon.
like
That's
not Portland,
Washington's-
not
Yeah, Portland's bad.
Yeah, if you don't live in the city, it's not that bad.
See, my problem now is I've been stuck in and out of a small town for the last couple of years. I fucking hate small towns.
Oh, you'll love it here.
I hate them.
Come on over.
I might. I'm
No wolf
looking-
spiders.
I'm looking to move. I'm trying to get a Pell Grant right now so I can go back to school. I don't know what for yet, but something.
Something.
Yeah, I've been doing some investigating. I might have got my identity stolen in the process, but rock and roll, baby. Yeah, I went to the FSA website, the Financial Student Aid website, and was like, hey, can I apply for financial aid? And they're like, oh, I don't know, there's already an account with your social security number. I'm like, that's weird. That shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, that shouldn't be happening.
But it is, so, I gotta figure that out.
Word.
On the bright side, video games.
On the bright side, video games. At least in all of these trying times, we have video game.
Sea of Thieves came out on Steam, which is literally the thing that was the final push that made me get a Windows 10 computer or an OS upgrade, and it's pretty good. It's pretty fun. Funny pirate game.
Yeah, funny pirate
Yep.
game. Stealing
When I get
shit,
paid this week, I'll probably
blowing
get it.
people up.
Yeah. The more people that around here that get the game and can run it, means the more time we could spend with a full pirate squad.
Hell yeah.
before.
That one's a good stream game.
It would be. It'd be very relaxing. I might do that if I'm working the next couple days, but afterwards, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Finally get we could finally get the stream off the ground like I've been saying I'm going to do for I don't know, a month.
A while since we started.
Just a good long month.
Yeah, we just need games to stream.
There's
Yeah.
plenty. I'm just lazy.
I mean, I'm finally doing my own recording thing. After we do the podcast, we're going to start recording that, which is just where I rate shitty games that I've been recommended.
Hell yeah.
Anything from
All
good
of them.
games to shitty
All
games.
the ones off the all the ones off the most recent giant itch.io bundle, all 1,400 things including soundtracks and game assets.
And books.
Gonna rate
There's
them all.
just whole
And
ass
books.
books on there.
There's a lot of books. There's soundtracks. There's assets. There's
Talk sprites.
games that say they're game. Yeah, there's visual.
LARP manuals.
There's visual novels.
But it was for a good cause, so I can't fault it too much.
It's got one shot in Octodance, so you can't be. There's nothing wrong. You can't lose.
Yeah. There's also, we're not going to limit it to just that, because the series can and will go on forever, because I want it to, because I also have, my passion in life is cheap to free Steam games that people just made.
Once you get
Clicker
through all
heroes.
1,400, once you get through all 1,400 games you own, we switch to not safe for work anime games.
Lord.
I have several of those in my library, so
The entire screen is just constantly censored.
There was one that, because Steam still has rules against, the amount of NSFW, so there's a few that I went ahead and downloaded the full game of. So, yeah, we can definitely do that. Maybe some house
Good
party-esque
Lord.
games.
Let's do it on stream.
House party. No.
We'll get
Just
killed.
funny jokes.
We'll be murderized.
That's how we get taken down. That's how it all collapses, bud.
Yeah,
I
just
looked
killer
up,
stream. The minute
looked
it
up the
begins.
best free horror games on Steam, so I have a bunch of those. I I bought Night in the Woods and Oxenfree along with Neko Jishi at one point, which, if you didn't know, is a Catboy dating sim adventure game.
Oh. Yeah, you know what? I'm now in.
I figured that would entice you. You prepare to be enticed, because that's
you.
it.
Oh, you guys see the recent news where someone put up like a GoFundMe to create femboy Hooters?
Yes.
And they got like $1,000 given to it.
£1,000, which is more.
That's that's closer to $2,000.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I hate everything.
Because
I can't believe people donated to that.
It's so good.
I mean, you'll be surprised by what gets made. I forgot I bought Halo to play with you guys, and we never did. I also have the Jesus Christ RPG trilogy. Just another game.
I have to look this up now.
It's a game on Steam that at one point I added to my library, apparently.
There it is. It's got a soundtrack?
Also update, the GoFundMe for Femboy Hooters is now at 1,300. It's 1,300.
I hope it dies.
I also have one that I am so stoked to play, but I have to check to see how violent it is, because I can't remember if the opening starts with a girl getting sawed in half at starting at the vagina or not, or if that's a different game that I've played. So it's fun. It'll be a fun series.
Oh, here, let's play The Price is Right. What do you think the actual GoFundMe goal is for that project?
I remember looking at it.
Come on, Tyler. Give us a guess.
It's not 32. It's got to be 50,000.
It is... I have to go back because I closed the tab because I thought I could remember, but I purged it from my memory. It's 55,000.
Oh,
I was closer. I win.
Ding, ding, ding.
I
gotta go down. I won. yeah. Go talk to who runs The Price is Right now.
Drew Carey.
Bob Barker's gone. Drew Carey runs it now. That's right.
Yeah.
I gotta go down to Drew. I gotta get to spin the wheel.
I gotta throw an American hat at him so he can play Who's Line.
Oh, there's straight up a dick in this game. Never mind. I mean, I guess we could blur it.
We could censor that.
There's a lot of NSFW.
There's nothing I won't censor.
All right, I will take up that offer. Especially considering how our last Jackbox game went.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I think Jordan's editing that one though.
Yeah, I think Jordan's
she said she
already
would
got the
because
wheel.
of how many fucking penises she had added to that game.
Jordan, in every single drawing game and in some of the text-based ones, it always was dick.
Oh my god.
Dick. She just talk about cock and balls the whole time.
It literally
her
like the first time it got a rise out of everyone because it was very detailed and graphic. It was like, oh, everyone reacted, and then every other time after that, it was met with dead silence.
I need to see it.
No one fucking responded.
We worked really hard not to have dead air. That might be the most dead air we have during a recording, just because of how unamused we all got after the first penis.
All I did was sigh
yeah.
really loudly.
Oh yeah, hold on. I have a screenshot that is one of the end cards.
Oh, just send it to me.
I have to save it because of how Steam works, so I will send it to Tyler. I've not messaged you on here. Hold on. But yeah, no, it's fucking brutal.
It's pretty, yeah.
Hold on, I didn't bother.
But yeah,
it.
I love that the user base for Steam got so fucking up in arms over not safe for work content being outright banned on Steam that they're like, okay, we're just gonna say fuck it and open the floodgates,
yeah.
And now there's just straight up porn games.
It's incredible to me, honestly.
And like Japanese porn game developers are just like, here we fucking go.
Finally
we can
have
get
a
off
platform.
like
This is how we win.
We can get onto we can get onto the American platforms. We've won.
This is a death screen you get in the game.
Oh my god.
Alex, would you like to see as well?
I don't know if you want to, Alex.
That sounds like a yes to me.
It's really bad. I'm gonna close it.
It's not great. Your silence speaks volumes.
Nothing gory about it. It's just
it's
penetrative.
Something. That's one way to phrase it. Yeah, Kyo's Adventure, $3 on Steam. You die to a spike pit. If you die to a spike pit, I think I got it on sale, so I think I got it for $1. If you die to spikes, one of them gets shoved up your ass, and you get a death card for it.
Sucks.
My favorite part of the game is it's also very badly translated.
I mean,
you get a lot of
I love that. I love that some of the games like have like a banner art to show, and it's just like a little pixel art like anime character. It's like, oh, this looks cute, and then you hover over the banner and you see one of the tags is sexual content. And you're like,
yeah,
go away.
That's
before you click and see any more.
Yeah, unfortunately, a couple years ago when I bought this, I was really bad about reading tags on Steam, so I bought this game, and now I don't know what to do with it because nobody will play it with me.
It's multiplayer?
What?
No, I just don't want to play it by myself.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
I don't want to be alone playing it. Jesus Christ RPG Trilogy, I think, is multiplayer.
They should put they should start making multiplayer like like porn games on Steam. That'd be very funny.
That would be very funny.
Like Second Life?
Yeah, like a Second Life. Or I'm imagining like House Party, but everyone's a person.
House Party, but the AI. House Party, but the AI is self-aware.
It's like the Assassin's Creed multiplayer, but you have to have sex with each other.
Do you think someone's grabbed those models and imported them into Gary's mod?
What,
most
the
likely.
House Party?
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Those default Unity characters.
Which are all really bad looking. The
you know what I'll
got in there.
Like, you know what?
Yeah.
You know what I'll give to fucking My Summer Car is that the although it is very Unity in its environment, at least the dude made his own funny models, and he did not just use like default Unity assets. He made those sons of bitches.
Good for him.
In all their polygonal glory.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird things out there on the internet.
Oh yeah.
That's I have more to say on that, but I don't know where to take it.
I like that that your goal is to play like weird and no one's heard of indies that are usually god awful.
Yeah.
Because I am on the spectrum until it gets to the usually god awful. They usually have to be weird indie games no one's heard of that are actually pretty good. Like My Summer Car or Tulip.
I like those. But, like, at the same time, there's nothing quite like saying my favorite game is John Cena Dating Simulator 2.
Yeah.
Which I will probably play for this series at some
like,
point.
if someone was talking to me about weird video games and I just said, like, if I was like, I listed off, like, Tulip, and they'd be like, I don't know what that is. You said John Cena Dating Simulator 2, they'd be like, oh, I know who you are. I know you. I understand what that is. Just from the title alone.
Well, it's one of those games that I absolutely want to play it and possibly get everyone in the server to voice act a different John Cena in it.
That'd be pretty excellent.
Because there are multiples. There's multiple John Cenas. My favorite is Jonathan Cena.
I just realized something about the bundle comes with Octodad and Octodad Deadliest Catch. I don't remember if Octodad Deadliest Catch added online multiplayer, but I know it has local multiplayer where each person controls a limb.
I know it does.
If it's only local, you and Lilith could play it.
I was gonna say, at the very least, Lily and I could play it.
Oh, let me try to find it on Steam.
I don't know. I don't know about that. It's not telling. I can't tell on Steam. Single player, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it must be local.
Yeah. Just have both of us hold one half of the controller.
There is remote play.
But I don't have it on Steam. I got it on the itch.io bundle.
Tragic. I also have it on itch.io bundle now.
Man, also since the last time we recorded, I have an Ethernet cable connection instead of Wi-Fi.
So
maybe the next time we play Duck Game, it won't fucking remove us from existence every couple games.
I mean,
and give Jordan a platform to spout their opinions in the editing booth.
What, like, one of them is just straight up subscribe bottom text.
Yes, the two other opinions are that vanilla Minecraft survival sucks, and that WoW Classic isn't good, and that people that like it are just boomers.
I agree with that opinion.
I agree with
I've never played WoW, so I have no opinion.
I used to play WoW a lot when I was in middle school. And I've not played since, because I've learned the far superior MMO is Wizard 101. Another one of my genuinely favorite
or
games.
RuneScape Classic, old school RuneScape.
I was a Toontown boy.
I couldn't get into Toontown.
I couldn't. Yeah, my computer couldn't handle it.
Too advanced.
I just didn't.
It was too advanced for the Windows Vista.
How long did you fucking have Windows Vista?
A long time. We had XP for way too long, and then Vista for way too long.
I think
it wasn't until I bought, and it wasn't until like I was in middle school and I asked for my birthday and Christmas gifts to be combined into a computer with a monitor, to where I got my own computer with Windows 7. I dealt with my dad's Windows Vista computer with a dinosaur monitor, like a 50-pound push your head in monitor.
One of the big cubes.
Yeah.
Off-white.
Oh my god. I don't think I haven't had one of those for a long time, because there was a huge gap in my life where I just didn't own a computer for a long time. And
I didn't get a flat monitor until I got my own PC.
And then there was a family one where we just got a flat one because I think someone I knew came in and put a hole through the old one.
Oh.
Huh.
I knew a lot of violent people in middle school. Around that time that transfer was happening. I do remember the really, really fucking big tube televisions? Like the massive ones?
We had one in my living room.
Yeah, we had...
It took 4 people to get out of our house.
We had one of those, and we had, like, a regular flat screen that was it was almost as big. And one was for Netflix, and the other one was for video games. And the big tube television was for video games. And I played Skyrim all the way through on that. And the worst part about it was in the hallway for some reason.
Oh.
So you had to sit down in the middle of the hallway to play on the TV.
My second monitor is a TV I got when the Wii was still the prevalent console, not even the Wii U. And my second monitor is a flat screen television, but it's that era when they were like hybrids. Flat screen wasn't in its own era yet, so it's still very thick and very heavy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. We got one of those downstairs.
Yeah, that's what I got for my second monitor because I'm very cheap and I don't want to buy another monitor.
To be fair, Lily's second monitor is a monitor that I fished out of the trash along with the PS3 that we own. So it has a big...
Sick.
It has like a bunch of dead pixels down the middle of it.
Excellent.
It is excellent.
But yeah, I don't want, like, I have a 1280 by 720 monitor on my left, and on my right, this thing is like barely 1920 by 1080, is the average. This thing's like some weird fucked up resolution. It's like 1894 by like 926 or something.
I love when that happens, personally.
So like my next big purchase is to get a monitor that doesn't just radiate excess heat because it's from 2011.
It's so weird to me hearing that things are old because they're from 2011, but it's a thing.
That was like 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the other
That's
problem
fucked up.
right now is we're like smack dab in the middle between generations, so building a computer right now is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because you know that if you invest in anything, you're gonna have to replace it in a few months, or at least by the end of the year.
The thing is with
Bad boys.
computers, like a good mentality to be in with building computers is to buy the previous generation and just wait. That way everything's cheap and it still runs pretty good. So when if you build a computer now and then new parts come out, it's like, oh, who fucking cares? That thing's way too expensive.
Yeah.
I'll wait like 3 years.
And also, you're not gonna have anything that's fucking compatible with it.
Yep.
Because fucking generations now are like, oh, our new shit, we're not gonna make it so that you can add it. You have to buy an entire new rig. Like, go fuck yourself. I have $200. And I need that to move out.
I'm gonna have to buy my next computer piecemeal. Like I'm gonna have to spend like $100 and $200 here and there to buy each part individually. Until after like a year, I have all the parts. I'm not gonna buy it all at once because my next computer is gonna cost like $2,000.
Yeah,
I have to take out a home loan.
That's just how it is anymore. Fucking, I don't know how into technology you both are, but do you remember when Raspberry Pi came out? And that shit was impossible to get?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I do remember this.
And now it's like everyone's throwaway board.
Yeah, it's a fucking paperweight.
Everyone's like, well, I got a Raspberry Pi here that I'm going to plug into this robot that I make commit suicide. So let's go! It's the funniest fucking thing, technology. Knowing anything about it just makes you more angry about it.
My previous computer's like this computer is the one I got in middle school, like the case, and then the entire guts of the only thing that's still part of the original thing is the disk drive and a hard drive. Everything else has been gutted and replaced. New motherboard, processor, all that. When at one point my old graphics card melted.
Oof.
The fan stopped work. Like the computer lasted from middle school to the high school, so like 6 years. And it used to have this funny grinding sound, and I didn't know much about computers at the time. I just knew that they ran. So I was like, "What is that noise?" And I would just like jostle my computer a bit, and then it would stop making the noise. And I'd be like, "Huh." And so like after a while, it stopped making that noise, and it turns out it was the graphics card's cooling fan had just turned off, had stopped running.
Oh my god.
So then I was just watching a funny YouTube video, and then I just hear, and then I was like, what? And then the computer would turn off. And then I took it in, and they're like, yeah, your entire graphics card is like melted. And I was like, ah.
That's funny. Yeah, I was the TA for my school's IT department, because he was also the IT teacher. So the funniest memory I have in regards to computers, we had a race to see who could put a case together the fastest, and I cut my hand really bad in the middle of it, but I wanted to win. Ooh. So at the end, I slapped my hand down on my workbench. It was just a smear of blood.
Oh.
Excellent work.
Did you do it?
I won!
Did you win?
I won!
Hell yeah!
It took me, I think, 10 minutes to put the whole case together and have the computer boot up.
Excellent
so everyone
work.
can eat my shit.
Such a... What was unnecessary. It was so extra.
I mean, I also got dibs on that workbench for the rest of the year.
Hey, you know what else is gonna get cut?
What?
the podcast at this moment right here. Cause we're taking
it is break time. I have no
Very
idea what the
good
fuck
cut.
you're talking about because this is an audio only.
I did a funny sync. We're back.
Good
Funny.
job. That's what I call funny. Maybe.
So, like, what 2 dog breeds would you combine to create the perfect dog?
Mastiff and a wolf. I want as big
any
as
dogs
I
are
want to
fine
ride
by
into
me.
battle.
What's that giant dog that has like a lion's mane?
Mastiff.
No. It's like the big booger. It's called like the bear killer.
Oh, there's the
Titanfall
bear.
gun?
There's like the bear dog. That's like a big fucking dog.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like I want that and I want a pug.
Oh, you're gonna kill that mother!
It looks exactly the same, but the face is of a pug.
It will last 2 months.
I know, like, the dog I really...
Same. Imagine you just are out in the, like, I don't know, like Russian or Norwegian, like, wilderness in the snowy woods, and you just see the back of this creature, and you're like, what is this scary beast? And it turns around and just this flat face,
Oh my god.
fish-eyed.
Oh, that makes me so mad because, like, pugs are just
You
so
like collapse. You collapse laughing, and then it chases you down and rips your flesh from your bones because it's a giant fucking dog.
Jesus. Slurps it right up. What's that? There's an animal that can do that.
What? Just slurp the skin off your
Yeah.
bones?
There's an animal that can do that. Hold on.
Given enough time, I think most.
Animal. Slurps
Hold on.
off your bones.
Come on.
Unfortunately, when I searched
Come on.
animal
Killer
that
walrus.
can skin you, it just said skin problem.
Killer walrus.
It's a walrus. Fuck.
Oh yeah, it is. I remember from the Tumblr post that they could just eat the skin
Spaghetti.
right off.
I was trying to think. I was like, I know there's an
Fucking-
animal that can basically just like
Oh.
rip your flesh off with
Yeah,
such
that's the
precision,
one.
and it's because they do that to penguins.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What
If
other
you-
animals have weird traits?
Well,
Frogs
okay,
don't
hold
have
on. Let's go back to
bones.
hybrid. Let's go back to mad scientist hybrids. You take you have there's it's now Iron Chef where they give you an ingredient you have to use and it's a pug. What do you mix to make the funniest creation?
Mix it with a rabbit, but like a really big rabbit.
Okay, like a hare.
Not like a hare, because hare there's it's not Cornish, but
Puffy
it's a word
little
that's
short
similar to
fucker.
that. Oh, really big.
I know what you're talking about. It's a
Flemish
big
rabbit.
fucking. It's yeah.
Like the Flemish giant rabbit mixed.
I think that
Have it be the front
I would
half.
mix my pug with like like a gibbon. like a gibbon monkey. lanky ass limbs. Stands up on 2 legs.
Same small body.
That's like a reverse centaur.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Mixing a horse with the pug is pretty good too.
That's just a really inbred horse. Just inbreed a horse enough.
I'm just imagining a horse, but its snout, it just doesn't exist. It doesn't have a long face. That's why the short face.
Hold on, I'm looking to see if there's
Hate it.
horses that look like that.
Flat face horse.
The closest I could find is there's a thing that happens called hairless foal syndrome that make them look horrible.
Okay.
They just
They
got
look
a
like- they look
curved
like
nose.
Oh, that sucks.
That sucks.
That's the horse that Death rides on.
Yeah, I mean, they don't look great.
It's the horse from the fucking Westworld intro.
God, my brother. So it's like I
They
said earlier.
built that.
It's my brother's birthday today. And
Yeah.
oh, I found the pug version of a horse, because there's also the pug version of a tiger. This is a really inbred dwarf horse.
Oh, that's a winner. That's the one, baby. Yes. Yes. This dude rules.
Lion face.
We gotta send all these pictures to Lilith to put into the podcast.
We'll try putting them in the podcast.
Sorry,
channel.
audio listeners.
Sorry, audio onlys. And then I got the really inbred tiger.
Oh.
That's a Tekken character.
His name is Kenny.
I know this dude. He's in fucking Beastars.
Don't fucking talk about Beastars.
Who's the one that beat up Legolas?
Yeah, Legolas.
I've not had enough alcohol to fucking talk about Beastars.
We need to start a book club podcast, but it's watching anime.
I was saying we should have like a media club,
yeah.
because
Yeah,
I can bring so much to the table there.
I want to start with like Demon Slayer, something good.
Yeah.
Start with
I was also.
And then we watch all of One Piece.
no.
No.
I refuse.
I also.
You can't.
If we tackled One Piece, it would take. We'd have to take it in chunks. Like we'd have to watch an arc and then not touch it for a year.
Exactly.
Like we'd have.
As far as
Christmas special.
As far as
I should just go cherry pick like the good bits, and then like here's like the episodes that are good, and then we watch it, and then you have no context for what's
dude,
happening.
I can do that.
You just know that that the animation looks good in this episode and this episode only, so we're only gonna watch that.
I know for sure one thing I'd want to do with Media Club is probably like a back and forth thing where it's like we start out with a good. Then I get to pick a bad movie that I get to subject you guys to, like Zombievers.
Yeah, it has to be like presenting to the Midnight Society. It has to be performing for the Midnight Society, where someone that like we have to have a rotation, and people have to bring something. I have quite a catalog I could bring of good and bad.
I also have a catalog of good
too.
and bad because I'm a connoisseur of indie movies.
I can bring music to the table.
I bring The Mountain.
Yeah, I was
starring Jeff Goldblum.
That's just boring though.
Listen,
yeah, the worst kind of torture.
I mean, The Room is also really fucking boring, to be fair.
The Room is pretty boring.
People just kind of funny.
People just laugh because they get to see Tommy Wiseau's butt.
Yeah, you do
like,
get to see
times.
his ass like 7 times. One thing I
Fuck,
do.
now I want to see it.
One thing I do is I'd probably make
You
like
haven't seen
a
it?
drinking
No, I haven't
game or
seen it.
something. Oh, we are
It's on
watching
YouTube.
The Room.
It is.
Yeah, like Red Letter Media did like a fucking like a riff tracks over it, and that's how I watched it.
That's
fucking
weird.
I just watched The Room. I don't remember how. It's just in my brain.
Man,
I believe Tommy Wiseau, for some sort of like something, uploaded it to YouTube. Like,
I think it was
the man himself.
No, I remember why that was. Is it was disaster? It was a promotion for the Disaster Artist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
That's why.
You can also watch Neil Breen movies.
Watch all the Neil Breen movies. It's back to back.
Yeah,
get
to see his own genitals and ass.
But yeah, the that media club, I guess is the way to describe it, is we have to think of a better name.
Well, yeah.
But it's it would be really
Media
that'd
Monday.
be really good, and also would give an excuse to like do watch parties more often.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cause like I think the joy would come from us all watching it at the same time and not individually like a book club.
Well, yeah, I was just saying media club because occasionally I might want to do a book because I know some fucking good books.
Yeah, media club is good because it's again we have to think of a name because I can't keep saying media club.
It is a stand.
I feel like
Media
that's
Monday, Watch Along Wednesday.
Media Monday.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Media Monday is so stupid.
Sharing Saturday.
Sharing Saturday.
Absolutely.
These are off the top of my head.
I hate these so much. But
A book
They're
movie.
like classroom topics.
A good book movie combo is John Dies at the End. It's a movie based on a book.
Oh yeah.
I fucking love John Dies at the End. The sequel, this book
I
is
only
full of
watched the
spiders. Oh, the book is so fucking good. Like, it's David Wong, the writer, is, the pseudonym is the main character's name. His fucking writing is so superb, because the second one is called This Book is Full of Spiders. I do like it significantly more than the first book. Because the first book is a lot of extra dimensional ghost bullshit. And the second one is about zombie alien parasites that are also from another dimension. It's really good.
God, what a rad time.
I love it because it brings in, like, the whole time there's, like, there will be one paragraph where they're talking about, like, they get a wishing stone or something, and, like, they use it to just make a bunch of dildos. And
Excellent work.
Then it cuts off. That's the end of the chapter. The next chapter brings in, like, this very genuine, heart-wrenching moral problem about this guy that's turned into a zombie but retains all of his humanity. And he's like, I don't know, but it's like, if it was just me, I'd say kill all the zombies, but my child's also like me. And it's just this deep, heart-wrenching moral dilemma about, like, when is it too many people to say that it's the needs of the few versus the needs of the many sort of thing. And it is not even undercut by the fact that the previous chapter had just so many mentions of the word dildo.
That's the mark of a good creation.
It is excellent. I highly recommend it. I haven't read the third book yet, which is... It's like when Shaun of
the Dead gets real for like 3 minutes.
Well, to be fair, Hot Fuzz is also like that.
Hey.
That whole...
Not as significant.
Trilogy.
Not as significant, but yeah, we'll absolutely have to watch those too.
Like Shaun of the Dead, like he has to have like an existential crisis about like killing his zombified mom. In Hot Fuzz, it's just like, I was mean.
I think it's more like the ideas behind Hot Fuzz that are more like the existentialness of it all, where it's like an entire town agrees to do murder every now and then.
Yeah. But I can't not see the comedy in that situation. I can't not see the comedic value of it because of the movie. I can't take it seriously at all. I hear that premise, and like, if that was like the premise of like an A24 like indie film, I like maybe. But because I know that the context is Hot Fuzz, I just have to go. Yeah,
that's absolutely fair. I'm trying to think of other books that I'd recommend reading, because a lot of the books on my shelf are about how to kill people and get away with it.
I've only got JoJo, Dogman, and like this steampunk book my dad recommended me that I bought.
You have physical JoJo material?
Yeah.
Fucking
it's only part 4, part 1.
Okay, now I understand now.
It was the only one that it was the only one that was
part 4 rules.
Yeah, because it's really good. It's like, I think it was the only one at the Barnes and Noble.
Me and Tyler. Wait, it depends on who's part of the four of the 8 people have watched JoJo. So like, we can't really subject anyone to it, because I assume that the majority of the media club is gonna be you, Tyler, and then AJ, and then me, and then Lilith. I imagine.
Lily
I feel
might
like
be on and off, because there's some stuff she's just not a big fan of, and when it comes to books, this is a call-out post. Lily, I know you're editing this. She's so bad at finishing books. She can't finish books for shit. I tried to get her to read, because Howl's Moving Castle was based off of a book. And when I found that out, it was immediately like, bam, I need to read this book. So I went and I read it. House Moving Castle, the book, is absolutely one, and then comparing it to the movie, because I like them both for different reasons. Because instead of... Have either of you seen House Moving Castle?
No.
Yes.
So, in House Moving Castle, he has a magic door that has different colors that go to different areas of the world, because it's a portal. The black spot goes into a war-torn country, and it's like all mysterious. In the book... Like, this takes place in a magic fictional country. In the book, it goes to real world modern day Wales.
What?
In the book, he straight up is just like, fuck.
So nothing?
Fuck, I gotta go visit my sister. And he puts on a pair of jeans. He, like, takes off his wizard cape. He's like, we gotta go. I have to do some shit, but I don't trust either of you to be here in my castle alone. So we're gonna go. He puts on a pair of jeans and, like, a polo shirt and goes and visits his sister and his nephew.
Does he know how to speak Welsh?
Yeah, he's Welsh!
What the fuck?
It's so funny, and Lily never got to that part of the book, so I have no one to scream about it with.
Now you're screaming into the void. Now the void knows.
Yeah, she's like, you could recommend her a book. It will take her, she'll, like, breeze through it, get to the last third of the book, and then won't fucking read anymore.
I'm the opposite, where I am, it's like pushing a boulder up a hill to get me into something, but then I watch all of it. Like, I watched all of Naruto, One Piece.
It's Lupin time.
Yeah, Lupin's next.
Oh yeah, I need to get
I still haven't touched Berserk, despite my friends,
I'm not touching Berserk.
desperate pleading for me to get into Berserk. I still haven't yet to touch it. But yeah, I watched like Dr. Stone on when it came to Crunchyroll, and I was like, this is pretty good, because it just reminds me of Sevtech, and I like that idea of starting from nothing and progressing through technology really quickly. So I was like, oh, this is good, and then I read the entire manga, and I was like, well, now I'm caught up.
Yeah.
Same with Mob Psycho 100. I read that whole thing to the end, and I was like, oh, this is beautiful.
It was so good. It makes me sad with Mob Psycho that they cut out some of my favorite parts, because "Hey old man, ever been tortured?" is the best fucking line in any media history.
It's really,
and the fact
it's
that
really
a 14-year-old is saying it to a grown man makes it even funnier.
Also, I just want to bring something up, because I'm looking at my desktop icons again. I just realized that one, Viva Pinata, if it doesn't work, it's the only thing on my desktop that broke from moving to Windows 10. And two, Spore Galactic Adventures, that's fine. It works. It's still there. The icon's there. And A Kingdom for Keflings, yeah, it still works. It's no one knows what A Kingdom for Keflings fucking is.
No, I don't.
It's a fucking weird, like, I don't know what it is, but it's like it's kind of, but you play as a giant man, and you have to pick up little creatures called Keflings that are just little mini humans, and you plop them down to make them do work, like chop wood and build things.
What? I know. I'm the same way, Alex, because like it'll take me forever to get into something, and then as soon as I'm like hooked on it, I mean, I'll read a book. I'll read like a 500-page novel in a day.
Yeah, I did nothing but watch One Piece when I was into it. Like I just was like, there's so much of it, I have to get through it fast, and I watched all 900 episodes in like a month's time.
Nerd. That's so much.
It turns out that the story is, when it's not filler and garbage, the actual plot and like character development is good. It's such a shame that it looks like that, though.
I can't watch it, if only because I tried to watch like the first episode, and this lady with just huge bazongas comes out, and I exited out of the tab. I have not picked it up since.
There are parts of it, like there's a point when it first started, the anime had some free reign with the art design, so it was pretty held back. It still had the dude's style, but they had some freedom before he had clout to be like, no, make it like my drawings more. And so like it looks good, and there are some arcs that are really genuinely just some good content. Like there's an entire arc that's like a spooky area, and it's all like Halloween themed, and it's like I love that arc the most out of all of them. And it's just it's in the middle, right between when the art style changes. And as soon as that arc is over, I just went like,
So unfortunate.
It's like the characters, I would die for them. I just wish that they didn't have giant bazongers and weren't made out of toothpicks and oranges.
That's fair. I know I watched Code Geass I think it took me 24 hours because I didn't sleep that day. I watched all of Code Geass. And the movie. It makes me sad that we got a movie instead of a third season for that.
Yeah.
Because the third season brought up a great premise for it, but oh well. But yeah, I have, when it comes to books, if it's like a book by my favorite author, I know that I'm not doing anything for the next 24 hours until that's finished. Like Ninth House.
Dogman.
Ninth House by Leah Bardugo is very good if you like modern fantasy stuff or modern magic stuff. Set in Yale High School. Not Yale High School, fuck, university. It's an adult book.
Yale High School.
I don't know why
I wish they made that change for B-stars.
Yeah, because it's set in a university so that because there's straight up a penis.
So they could fuck.
Yeah. Well, there's no fucking in it, which I appreciate. There is allusions to that
disappointing.
guy getting an erection.
Okay, you know what? You caught me back with the erection.
Then great, you'll love Ninth House. There's, I think, 2 erections in the whole 600-page book.
Hell yeah.
But it's gotta.
You know, the only thing I've
just
the
two.
only
Just 2.
the only recent content I've like watched most of and then like didn't finish in Lilith style was I did that with Mr. Robot because it the final season you have to pay Amazon for it.
Oh, lame.
Besides Prime, you have to actually buy it or rent it. So I got to like halfway through the last like Amazon Prime available season. I was like, oh well, and then I turned it off. And then the other thing is I watched like a season of original Dragon Ball, and I was like,
Dragon Ball, I can't.
They just keep making this 16-year-old Flash old men. I'm going to turn this off now.
That was.
I just never got into that.
Yeah, that was my problem with Big Mouth. Was like within the first couple minutes of the show, this like straight up a 10-year-old walks out of a room and it just has his dick out. I am an adult person. I'm not watching this anymore. My uncle's really into
What
it
is
though.
up with that series?
I don't know.
That is.
I can't.
I just want to play Fighter Z, man. What the fuck?
I can't get that there's so many like good voice actors working on it too. Like you guys saw this, right? Like you see what you're making?
You know what you're doing?
They turned down interspecies reviewers for this?
There's
That show fucking is the funniest thing to me.
so many weird things.
Because it kind of rules.
It's really fucking funny. I went and watched an episode on Pornhub. It was fucking ridiculous. It reminded me of Konosuba, and I think it's because it's the same animation studio.
I think so.
But it also is just very. It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen. You guys remember Monster Monsume when that came out?
I
and
read
it sucked.
the entire manga and I watched the entire series.
Why would you do that?
I did the exact same thing.
What is wrong with the both of you?
Because where the anime ends, the manga like it gets better as the manga goes on because eventually the dude's like I have evolved past the need for horny and now I am just Like all of these anime girls are like, "Hey, dude, I'm a anime girl, but also I got like a snake tail, dude. You want to fuck?" And he's like, "No."
It's
I kind of just
so
like
funny.
I just
No.
want to cook. I think I just want to cook and do like house chores.
I love stuff like that
A
because
responsible husband.
it's so funny.
Like they go to like a vacation. There's like an entire arc where they go to like the mermaid girls like area, and there's just like a bunch of horny like fish monster girls, and this dude just got like a beach dad like tropical shirt with like fruit and palm trees on it. He's like, I want to like see what the food's like here. You got crab?
It's so good. I can't stress to people enough how like sometimes giving weird series that like if you like the concept of like get into it regardless of how quote unquote cringe it might be, because
Like,
they can be
like
so much
don't get me
fun.
wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. The manga still just has a bunch of anime boobs in it. Like they just
To be
like
fair,
there's like extreme nudity.
It doesn't get much
Yeah.
worse
But
than
it also,
tits.
well, any moment where it's just the dude reacting to the society,
It's so funny.
chef's kiss. That's the best part. I hate when he has to interact with horny monster girls. I love when he's just like, I just want to grill for God's sake.
It's honestly, it's kind of a treasure. It's like did you guys
Yep.
ever get into High School of the Dead?
Yes. that one I legitimately don't want to see.
The moments of lucidity in that anime are so fucking funny to me that it made
very
everything
good.
else worth it when they were like, why are your tits like this? And she's just like, I don't know, man. I just go with what the script tells
Yeah.
me.
We need to start preparing this media club. I want to start doing this ASAP. This sounds like a lot of fun.
I'm
Well, I
so
can't
sad
believe we're
that
just selling
that
it on
author.
podcast.
I'm so sad that author
It's
for
a
High School
podcast
of the
within a-
Dead is just gone. He was gonna do a season
Podcast
3
of
and
a
everything.
podcast. We should do once we get the media podcast. We should after like a year of it, we go back and we do a watch party of this podcast and review it.
we do
The
we
meta.
do- every year we do one of our own projects, and we're just like, wow, this blows.
every New Year's
We spin the
every
wheel
New Year's-
and watch a let's play.
No, every New Year's we review the Media Share podcasts. Like we have an Emmys for our podcast.
This was the best episode we did, sort of thing.
We give ourselves
We
awards.
do it for the whole network. Yeah, we give each other gold star stickers.
You did
And
good
for
this
best
episode.
editing goes to Duck Game in May of 2020.
We're making the Gerber Awards now.
Yes, I agree.
Listen, sometimes other
It's a
people
good
have
bit.
good ideas. It's rare,
great bit.
but it happens.
Best hair.
No, it's not the Germo Awards because those are community voted. This is internal only.
No,
Yeah, we have to vote for our own hair.
I say it's like
Yes.
Jackbox, where like you can have audience that helps vote things, but overall the awards are our own, and people can just say which ones they think of. Community awards versus internal awards. This is all stuff that we're talking about
Good.
doing things like next New Year's or this New Year's, which is still 6 months away.
Mm-hmm. Nah, we'll be here.
We'll be here, or we'll be dead.
New
which
Year's
means we
hasn't
won't have to
happened
worry
yet.
about it. No, Tyler, I hate to break it to you.
Tyler,
It's been
Tyler,
8
it's
years.
2028. Tyler, it's 2028. You gotta wake up. You're in a coma. You think you're recording a podcast for your Let's Play channel. Wake up.
That is one of the funniest things I know.
You have to wake up. They say that you think I'm a Let's Player named Markiplier. You gotta wake up, honey.
Is that based off of anything? Is there like an original one of that?
I don't know.
I think so.
I don't know, but it's really good.
What if there's like a know you're the meme?
Wake up. It's your husband, Markiplier. You've been in a coma for 16 years and you think I'm a Let's Player.
Let's see if know your meme can tell me anything.
You better hurry. We got 20 seconds on the clock.
Oh no!
We could go
oh no!
over.
There's
No, I'm gonna end it right there. It's a time limit. You gotta go. Hurry, speedrun. Build the computer. Build the computer, agent.
You're reading this if you've been in a coma for 20 years because of a car accident. We're trying a new technique. We don't know where this message will end up in your dream.
That's it.